Boise, the city of trees. The metropolitan capital of Idaho serves as the educational, cultural, and nightlife hub of the state. Boise is nestled between the high desert of the Snake River Basin and the Boise Mountains. The Boise River divides the city and provides the water for the name City of Trees. What makes Boise so unique is the interconnected trail system that sits in the foothills surrounding the city itself. The trail system is called the Ridge to River System and is a cooperation between Boise Parks and Recreation, Bureau of Land Management, Boise National Forest, and Ada County, with over 190 miles of trails that starts on the Greenbelt along the Boise River to Moores Mountain, overlooking Boise. A $10 million levy was passed by the residents of Boise with the intent of purchasing land, creating habitat for plants and animals. One of the first projects completed was the wildlife underpass on Highway 21. The intent was to reduce the mortality rate of deer and elk along the highway in the wintertime. The agencies manage more than recreation. Several bands of domestic sheep graze through the foothills in the spring and fall, and Idaho Department of Fish and Game manages 36,000 acres of winter game range in the east foothills. The Ridge to River system also contains trails that are accessible for people who only use wheelchairs as their main mode of transportation. These trails are relatively flat, wide enough for wheelchairs, and accessible to most people. In addition, there's additional trails that are specific for handbike. These include old Jeep routes that are relatively wide and flat, but do have some steeper sections for challenges. These include Kestrel Trail, Crestline Trail, Corrals, and Hard Guy. Know that going up some of these trails do involve steeper and slicker sections and can be more challenging. One of the biggest concerns of using the trail is the mud that can accumulate after heavy snow or rainfall. Some of the concerns are the trail's widening and erosion increases along the trail's edge as travelers trample plants along the trail itself. The Ridge to River system has identified all-weather trails and trails that are sandier that are good bets when the weather is wet. Boise is known for having more dogs per capita than any other city in the United States. As such, many people like to take their dogs hiking in the foothills. The Ridge to River system has designated two types of trails, an on-leash trails and controlled off-leash trails. One big issue is animals hunting birds or other wildlife in the hillsides. Ground nesting birds will leave their nests if disturbed by dogs and will kill their young birds if not capable to escape. Controlling your dog while in the foothills is an important aspect of preserving access to the foothills. In the controlled off-leash area, it is expected that your dog be released 30 feet from you at any time. It is common sense to respect others that will go a long way to keeping the options available for you and your pet.